Okay, good evening everyone. Welcome you all for this web development course. Today we are going to look at session 4. In this session we are going to discuss about JavaScript. Actually this JavaScript session is divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. In part 1 we will be discussing about the basics of JavaScript, and then in part 2 we will be moving on to some of the advanced portions in JavaScript. Okay. So as you all know, JavaScript is one of the programming language and which is used especially for web, okay, website or web pages, and it is actually used to update and change both HTML and CSS. Actually, the JavaScript is used in combination with HTML and CSS, and it can calculate, manipulate and validate the data. Actually, the JavaScript is mainly used for validating your data. Validation in the sense, for example, you are typing some data in your Gmail ID creation. For example, you want to create a Gmail ID, okay, and in the name box, for example, okay, name box you are trying to type some numbers, okay. So what happens when you are submitting the button, immediately the data gets validated and it will give you the reply like the name field you should not type the number, something like that, okay. So that kind of validation can be done with the help of JavaScript. Why you need to study the JavaScript? Okay, JavaScript is one of the basic language which is used for web development. Okay, so it is, these three are unavoidable: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. These three are the basic fundamental concepts you need whenever you want to do any web development. Okay, HTML is actually to describe the content of the web page, and CSS is to add the styles to the web page, and JavaScript is to program the behavior of the web pages. Behavior in the sense how the control flows from one page to another page, and some kind of validations. Okay, so these are all the things you can do it with JavaScript. Okay. Now this is a very simple basic example. We'll look at the programming one by one from the next slide, and with this slide we are trying to demonstrate how the JavaScript works. Okay, so the JavaScript can change the HTML content. For example, there is some content written on the web page, there is some content which is written on the web page, okay, and I want to change the content which is available on the web page dynamically. Okay, so that is possible with the help of JavaScript. Okay, but that is not possible in HTML or CSS. In HTML, if you write the content one time, that's it. Okay, you will not be able to change the content. But when you use JavaScript, for example, when you do something, for example, when I click on some button, what happens? The content of the web page gets changed automatically. Okay, so these kind of dynamic changes you can do in the website. Okay, so what this example shows you is, this is a very simple basic example. This is normal H2 tag. Just I am giving you some title, what can JavaScript do, and this is my paragraph tag, p tag. I am giving some id equal to demo, and I am giving some content inside the paragraph tag. Okay, now this is where you need to concentrate. Okay, so here I am creating a control called button. Okay, I think in the previous session I forgot to tell you about this button control. Okay, we have seen lot of controls. So we have seen about input type equal to submit button, we have seen, and reset button we have seen, but there is another control called button that you can create with the help of a control called button. Okay, button type equal the name of the button is button. Okay, on click, that is when I am going to click the button, what is going to happen? See here, document dot get element by id. Document is nothing but your web page, okay, the page which is appear on the browser, okay, that is the document. Dot get element by id. I am going to get the element by id. What id? Demo is what? This paragraph, okay. So I am getting the paragraph which is available on the page. The page is the document. Now I am trying to change the inner html of the paragraph, okay. So document dot get element id of demo, that will give me the paragraph tag. Dot inner html equal to, I am writing the message like hello javascript, okay. So when I click on this button, there is a button called click me, okay, and when I click on this button, this is what happening, okay. This message gets written, okay. So when I click on this click me, this message is written on this paragraph, okay. Previously this is what available in the paragraph, but that now it will be overwritten by this button when you click the button, okay. Now let's try to execute this, then you'll be able to understand what is happening with the javascript, okay. So this is my javascript, whatever we have done now. I am going to save it as HTML. Okay, this is again an HTML file. Okay, so Java 1. See here. This is what. Let me show you the Notepad file also. So in the Notepad file, there is a h2 tag. So that is the output of this. Okay. Then there is a paragraph tag which shows JavaScript can change HTML content, and there is a button, okay, which is click me, okay. Click me is the text which is available on the button, okay. Now when I click the button, what happens? On click, this is what going to happen. Document.getID.innerHTML equal to hello JavaScript, okay. So I will click this now. See, the page content itself gets changed, okay, hello JavaScript, okay. But you cannot do this with HTML or CSS dynamically, okay. So this is my first page. I am clicking on the button, so it gets changed dynamically, okay. So this is the purpose of going for JavaScript, okay. I can change the content dynamically, and I can do some validations, and I can give the reply back to the user immediately, okay. So this is a very simple example. Now we'll start with simple programs from the JavaScript, okay. So this program will show you where to place the JavaScript coding, okay. The previous demo, here there is no scripting written. JavaScript, actually it has to be written in tag called script, okay. See here. So this is the formal way of writing the script tag, okay. So HTML body tag, and inside this I am having JavaScript, and then you have paragraph, okay, and then document.getElementID demo.innerHTML equal to my first JavaScript, okay. Now see here, initially this paragraph is having nothing, Okay, you can see here there is no content available inside the paragraph. Okay, just I am opening the paragraph and closing the paragraph. Okay, I am trying to write the content inside the paragraph with the help of JavaScript. Okay, this is my scripting. Okay, so how I am going to write? You have to write script tag, then you write whatever the JavaScript you want to write inside this, then you close the tag. Okay, so this JavaScript tag may be anywhere in the head section also may be there, and inside body section also you can write. Okay, that's what we are going to see in the coming slides. Okay, so this example is, I'll try to run this. One second. Sorry, that is my previous program. Let me take this program and okay, see here I don't have any button. It's a simple basic program. Initially I don't have any content inside the paragraph. I am writing the content through script. Okay, through scripting there is something called inner HTML. I am going to change the paragraph contents through this attribute inner HTML. Okay, so your output will be my first JavaScript. Okay, then JavaScript functions and events. Okay, so there is something called functions that you can write it in JavaScript, and these functions gets executed whenever there is an event happening. Okay, so function is just like how do you write function in your C, C++, Java, whatever, the same function. Function is nothing but a block of code, or you can say a set of statements that will be executed whenever you call. Okay, the function will be called when there is an event. For example, I am clicking a button now, no, click me button. So when I click the button, then you can make it like a function will be called when you click the button. Okay, so that kind of things you can do it. Okay, when I click the button, the function gets called. Okay, so that time the function will execute and it will give you the output. Okay, that can be done in the JavaScript. Okay, then you may ask whether JavaScript should be written in head tag or body tag. You can put it in both head section or in the body section. Okay, you can put any number of scripts, that is also possible. Okay, so here this example shows a way of writing the JavaScript in head section. Okay, so you can look at here. I am writing a program script. I am writing a JavaScript and which has function called my function. Okay, so what it does, inside this function I am doing document.getElement by id demo. GetElement by id is one function, and dot inner I am trying to change the HTML of that control which is having the id demo. Okay, then HTML equal to paragraph changed. Okay, so now come to the body section. Here I have one heading tag, then I have one paragraph tag. So this paragraph only I am having id demo. So this is the initial content I am having, a paragraph. Okay, now what's happening, button type equal to button on click. See, I am calling this function my function. Okay, So when I call this function, it goes to this automatically. The same program, whatever we have seen first, that is not done with the help of functions. Here I am writing a function separately in the head section, and I am calling the function from the body section. Okay, so this is what the thing will do usually. Okay, so write all the functions in the head section, and whenever an event occurs, that is whenever a mouse click or whenever there is a button click, then you can call the function correspondingly. On click equal to the function name. So this will go and call the function, then the function gets executed. Okay, now let's try to execute this program. Okay, so this is my initial paragraph, a paragraph. Now I am clicking on this button, try it. One second. Document dot get element by id dot inner html paragraph changed. Okay, okay, so this is my head section where I am writing the script, and in the body section I am writing a paragraph. Okay, then I am closing a button here. Okay, let's try now. Okay, let me click this. See here, when I click it now, it shows like the paragraph is changed. Okay, the same thing whatever I have shown in the first example. Now the way of writing the content is different. That is the only thing. So this is the formal way of writing. Put the script in the head section. Inside the script you write the functions and call the function from the body section whenever you want. Okay, so that is the standard way of writing. I am just giving you the different ways of writing, nothing else. Okay, then this is another way of writing. See here, I don't have any head section here. I have only this body section. Okay, and in the body section I have h2 tag, and this is my paragraph tag. This is my paragraph id demo. Okay, I am having this content, the same program, only the way of writing is different. Okay, see here, button type equal to button, on click I am calling the same function, my function. Now see here, where is the function available? It is available in the body section itself, in the next coming lines. Okay, I am writing a script. Remember, you have to write the function only within the script. Okay, script tag is there. Inside the script tag I am writing a function. The same code gets repeated here, nothing else. Okay, here also you will get the same output, but here I am writing the script in the body section itself. Previously I have written in the head section. Okay, just to show you both will work. Okay, then there is something called external JavaScript. This is the very professional way of writing the JavaScript. This is what the procedure they will follow in the companies. Okay, so what they are doing here, see, I have as usual h2 tag, paragraph tag, and button tag. Okay, and then this is my paragraph. This example links to, this is just the text. Okay, and then you can see some script here. Script source equal to myscript.js. Okay, so this is the file name where you are storing the JavaScript tags in a separate file. Okay, in a separate file that is called myscript.js. Okay, you write all the scripts in a separate file and include that file here. Okay, that's it. The procedure is very simple. Okay, write all the functions here. You can see this is my script.js. Okay, write all the functions in JavaScript. Now include that file name here, script source equal to myscript.js. Okay, now let us do this, and we'll see whether you are getting the output. Okay, so this is my and this one you will have to save it in separate file. That file should be named as myscript.js. myscript.js. Okay, always put it in double quotes. Oh, sorry, this I can save as, this is my HTML file, java1. This function should be in different file. I'll put it in the new file. So this only function is available in this file. Okay, I will save this as my script.js. Okay, now let me open this. Okay, now you can see here this example links to myscript.js. Okay, now let me click on this. See here, when I click on this button, the paragraph changed. Okay, but where is the coding written? See, this is the coding for changing the paragraph. Okay, that is available in separate file. Okay, so this is how professionally you can write JavaScript in a separate file, and you can link that file in the HTML tags. Okay, that will give you the clarity. Okay, so what is the advantage of doing like this? Placing the script in external file has some advantages. First one, it separates HTML and then JavaScript code. Okay, then it makes HTML and JavaScript easier to read and maintain. Okay, whenever you want to do something in JavaScript, you can open the JavaScript file alone and you can make the changes. You no need to open HTML again. Okay, so the cached JavaScript files can speed up the page loads. Okay, so there is some kind of caching mechanisms. Whenever you are referring the same page which is already referred, then it will be loaded very quickly. Okay, so that is what it speed up the page loads. Then JavaScript output. In what are the ways the JavaScript can display the outputs? Okay, the whatever we have seen till now, that is using dot inner HTML. Okay, inner HTML means I can write something into that control an HTML tag. Okay, there is something called inner text also. I can change only the text. I cannot write any HTML tags into that. Okay, the other one is document.write. The other way is window.alert. It will show you the alert box. Okay, so we will see one by one how it has been done in JavaScript. Okay, so this program will show you inner HTML. Inner HTML means you can write HTML tags into that. Let me explain the same program if you want. This is my JavaScript. Let me close this. Okay, I'll take this program itself. Okay, so this is my output, whatever I have written now. See here, I have written an h1 tag, then paragraph tag, then there is a paragraph PID demo. I am trying to change this paragraph alone. Okay, initially nothing is there, or I will put something here, hello. Then let me see what changes it has done. One second. Okay, the script gets executed, so that's why it's overwriting. Okay, so now what happens, initially the first web page is there, and then first paragraph is there, and then this paragraph nothing was there. Okay, initially it is empty. Okay, now through this script I am writing something. So what I am writing, inner HTML equal to h2 hello world. Okay, I can write h1, I can write some HTML tags inside this. Okay, this is my h1. So like this, that's why it is called inner HTML. Okay, I can write some HTML tags inside that. Okay, and there is another function that is called inner text. Okay, so with this I can change only the text. I can't change, I cannot include the tags. Okay, HTML tags. For example, here I can write inner text. Okay, now let me see here, when I give inner text, whatever you are giving after equal to, that appears as it is. It will not consider the tags. Okay, see, whatever inner text equal to h1 everything appears as it is. It will not treat as a HTML tag. It treats everything as a text, normal text only. So that is the output you are getting here. Okay, so you can use inner HTML and you can use inner text. There are two ways of doing this. Okay, and there is something called document.write. Okay, so let's do this document.write. Let's see what happens. Document.write. So what is given in this program? Just I have given 5 plus 6. That's it. 5 plus 6. Let's see. See, it's giving the output 11. That's it. So I can write something on the web page with the help of a function called document.write. Okay, so document.write is nothing, document is nothing but a page. Okay, whatever you are seeing, that is the web page is called as document. Dot write is the function through which you are able to write something into the page, web page. Okay, now what I am trying to do, and the next example, it's given here. You can see from here. So this example will do the same thing, document.write 5 plus 6, but when you click the button type equal to button on click, when I am clicking the button, it will write document.write of 5 plus 6. Okay, now let's try this example and let's see what happens. Let me take this and I will put it here. Okay, now see here, there is a button, and you can see the notepad here. One HTML tag, and then one paragraph tag, and then one button is there. So when I click the button, this will get execute. Okay, see here. See now what is happening. All the contents which is on the page will go off. Okay, yeah. A new document gets opened and the contents will be written. Okay, so that you will have to be very careful when you are using this on click function. Okay, so when I click the function, there is some function will be called, or sorry, especially you should be careful when you are using this document dot write. Okay, so all the contents whatever already there, that will go off, and then this content will be written. Okay, this is especially when you do this click event, when on click. But see here it's static content. Here it is dynamic content. Okay, so here I have h1 paragraph, and then I have document dot write. Here nothing is happening, all three gets displayed. But here h1 is there, p is there, but when I click the button, it does this function. Okay, so that time whatever already is there, that is erased, and only this content is written. Okay, so that you'll have to be very careful how to use this button controls. Okay, then there is something called alert box. Alert box is something like a message box. Message box gets displayed, that is with the help of window.alert. Okay, I can use here, let me remove this. I can use alert also. Instead of window.alert, I can use just alert. Both are same. Sorry, this should be inside the script tag. If you are not giving inside the script, it will not work. See here, now everything has gone. I just displays only the box, some message box. Here there is an answer 11. Okay, that's it. So when I click this page, automatically the alert box gets displayed. You can give window.alert or alert, both are fine. Okay, so that's what I have mentioned here. Window keyword is optional. Okay, so that is to display a message box. You can display some messages using this message box. Okay, I can give you like some message, alert some message you can display, something like this. This is especially useful for that. Okay, then that is about alert box. Then for example, in some of the web pages you might have seen some print button. Okay, when I click on the print button, you are able to print the entire web page. Okay, so that is possible with the help of this window.print. Let's see how it appears. Okay, let me run this now. Okay, see here I have only one button as it is given. I have button on click. When I click, I am going to call this function window.print. That is a built-in function. You are not going to write that function. Okay, that is already available. So I am just printing this. When I click onto this, see there is a print box opens. You can use your printer and you can just give print so that the entire web page gets printed here. This is my web page. Okay, so that is for printing the web pages. Okay, then we are moving on to simple JavaScript statements. How do you declare the variables, and then how to do some small operations, addition, subtraction, something like this. Okay, so this example will show you like how do you declare simple variables. So you can see from here I have two ways of declaring the variables. One is let, the another one is var, var. Okay, so here, this example shows only let x y z. Let x y z means there is some three variables x y z. I am assigning some values here and I am doing sum. Okay, and then I am printing the sum here. The value of z is plus z. Where I am printing? I am printing in demo. Demo is nothing but this paragraph. Okay, demo is the ID of the name of the paragraph P. Okay, so I am changing that. Initially this is empty, nothing is there. I am changing the paragraph with the help of this inner HTML. Okay, so what I am changing? I am writing this content. The value of z is z. What is z? Z equal to x plus y. Okay, so let's execute this program. Okay, so it's printing that the value of z is 11. Okay, so let me see the coding. See here, F56 and answer is 11. So here I am writing the content. The value of z is then z value plus is the concatenation operator. Okay, so z, so that is 11 gets printed there. Okay, then as I already told you, there are two ways. One is where, then another one is let. Okay, here I am trying to show in both the ways. Where x is declared using where and y is declared using let. Okay, and here you don't have any explicit data type declarations like int x, string y, and float double. You don't have anything that kind of data types available. Data types is available, but there is no explicit declarations. Okay, when you assign the numbers, automatically it takes as integer. When you assign the floating point values, automatically it takes as float. Okay, so this is another way of doing the sum. This is just to show you you can declare using variable or let, where or let, but both will work fine. It will do the sum and it will give you the answer. Okay, that's not an issue. Then what are the data types available? You cannot declare explicitly like int a, string b, something like that, but what are the different data types the JavaScript can handle? Okay, so that's what listed here. String, then number, big int, boolean. There is something called undefined, then null values, symbol, object. These are all different data types available. Okay, then what are the different types of arithmetic operators available in JavaScript? Okay, so hereafter all the contents whatever we are going to see like operators, then if conditions, and then switch statement, then looping statements, all these things, everything whatever available in the Java available in here also. Okay, same thing whatever available in Java, that is available in JavaScript also. Okay, there is no difference at all. Whatever you are using in Java, you can use it here also. Okay, so when I say arithmetic operator, you know addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then you have modulus operator. Okay, so when I say assignment operator equal to, so that is the only assignment operator. But other than that, you will have something like plus equal to, let me show you, plus equal to or minus equal to or multiplication equal to. So what is the meaning of this? If you are familiar with Java, you might be knowing it. A plus equal to 5. The meaning of this is A equal to A plus 5. Okay. So that is the way you can write lot of assignment statements. Okay. A minus equal to 5 means A equal to A minus 5. A star equal to 5 means A equal to A into 5. Okay. Then comparison operators, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. Then string operators, you'll have concatenation operator. Then logical operators, and or not. Okay. Bitwise operators, left shift, right shift, and then again you'll have bitwise and or not, all these things. Then ternary operator is especially conditional operators. Okay. You can write the if condition within a single line. Okay. There is a condition given. If the condition is true, it will return one value. If the condition is false, it will return some other value. Okay. That is ternary operator. Then we have type operators. Type operator is just to find the type of the data. Okay. Type of some variable name. It will give you what type of the variable is. Okay. So these are all some of the basic operators which is available already in Java. The same thing we have been discussing here also. Okay. So this is what very basics about JavaScript, and in the next part we will be looking at some more advanced concepts in Java, like maybe strings, arrays, objects. Okay, these concepts we will be looking in detail. Okay, so that's all for today, JavaScript part 1, and the remaining things we'll look in the next session, JavaScript part 2. Okay, thank you.